Good evening. It's America's Got Talent show night, Tuesday, July 10th. So tonight I'll be reviewing for you the 12 acts that were on and then making my predictions as to who will go through. Tonight was a very strange night and I found it very hard to make my four predictions. Normally it's real easy, cut and dry, there's no doubt about it, but we'll see. So, first up tonight was Lion Dance Me. And I didn't really like them when they went through before. They're a bunch of lion dancers that hop up and down on these pedestals. It's really cool and stuff, but it gets kind of boring, and that's exactly what some of the judges said. So Howard and Sharon both said, gotta change it up a bit, add some martial arts, or have, like, guys not in their costumes, which I didn't quite get. And Howie says he did get bored. So that was act number one. Number two was Turf. Well, most people know who Turf is. He's the guy who does the street dancing, b-boy slash contortionist style. And Turf brings a lot of emotional backstory because he seems to be a little bit homeless. I think he's making enough money to live somewhere, but we heard in his backstory that he moved from San Francisco to Vegas, so during Vegas week he just stayed there and makes more money there. So he's pretty happy with staying in Vegas. So he comes out and he does his thing, really good playing with the crowd, a lot of contortionists, not too much dancing. I would have liked some more dancing, and that's kind of what the judges said. So Howie said, gave him a standing ovation, said he had emotion and passion. And Sharon said she'd like a little more dance with it, just like I did. And Howard said, keep your eye on the competition. There's a lot of good dancers, just make sure that you keep that in mind. Group three, third person out, was the Always Band. And there was a funny joke made that they sound like the feminine brand Always. I didn't actually think about that till they said it, because it's spelled all, A-L-L, space, waves. So these are the guys that take kind of contemporary songs and put them to metal. And I wasn't a big fan when they were in Vegas because I don't feel the lead singer has much range. I think he can scream good metal and he can do one pitch, but I do not think that he has range. So yet again he did his scream. Howie said he likes them but not sure they're going to go through. Howard, you need to pick a style, he said. And Sharon says you need to use different registers. And it's like Sharon and I are psychically linked because that's exactly what I felt. Just not enough different range in his voice. And try some harmonies. All right, group four to come out was Holly Magic. They've done a few things I've really liked. This time around, I wasn't impressed. Basically, what he did was he put his wife on a sword, and to me it looked like she had something that came out that looked like a sword. Like, I felt like I totally understood how they did the trick. And even though her costume didn't look like there were hard parts to it, I felt that there might have been. And I wasn't oohed and awed over it. I was like, I think I know how you did that. I don't like to know how you did magic. I like it to be completely blowing my mind. And this one just didn't. So Howard really liked it. Sharon said that they're too old school and they need to stop with the crazy faces. And Howie just said, yeah, update your presentation. He also called the trick the wife kebab, which was pretty funny. So next up, group five, Lisa Clark Dancers. So it's a dance group, mixed boys and girls, older children, maybe high school age. Funky style. I liked the choreography. I liked the music. As a dancer, I completely appreciated what they were doing. However, I also agree with the judges. Well, Howie X'd them. I don't know why. That was a little weird. He doesn't like it. He didn't find that there was anything different this week. Sharon said it looked too cute and old school because she didn't like the music. And Howie also said going back to him, that it was like watching his kids' dance recital. Well, I don't think so, because I've been to many dance recitals and I've danced in them too, and I've never seen a dance group that good in a dance recital. And Howard just reminded them that dance acts this year are super hard. He doesn't really think they're going to go through. Act number 6, the Aurora Light Painters. These are the people who can paint pictures with light, and then sometimes you'll see them stay on the glass. Last time I think they did like a Little Mermaid kind of background. Not bad. So they actually had a few boos. I heard boos in the audience. I just don't like when people get booed. There was a story. The judges kept saying there wasn't a story. What they did was they made a bed and the lady lied on it. It was a story about being scared of monsters under your bed and then the monster coming out, and actually all he really wants to do is make friends with her. I got the story. How could you not see a story in that? There was totally a story. So Howard says there's too much downtime. He X'd them. Howie thinks that they already peaked and they're just a kid's light show. And Sharon says it's too small. It needs to be more adult. I agree. I think they've peaked. I think kids would love it. And it would be a really cute traveling kid show. So take that on the road, people. Act number 7 was young singer, 14-year-old Danielle Stalling. And she had a really strong voice. But maybe it was just me. I was hearing pitchy notes. I don't know. Maybe I'm off my rocker. She was one of my favorites, I gotta say that. Not as good as Edon from last week. I love Edon. I think he's amazing. There are a lot of good singers in this life. Kids can sing, adults can sing. To make it as a singer, you really have to have an edge, and I'm not too sure she does. She's brilliant for 14, that's for sure. But they all loved it. Your voice doesn't stop. Dang, she is good, said the internet. Howard was memorable. Okay, act number 8 was Donovan and Rebecca. Donovan is that super built guy and his wife/girlfriend Rebecca, who do like trapeze / bodybuilding balancing kind of routines. So they had a big rope and they swung around, and at first I was like, yeah, you're swinging. We all know you can't fall because the thing's wrapped around your arm. Their best bit was at the very bottom, very end, where he went up high and he held her by her foot, barely. That, I was like, whoa, that was amazing. But it took until then for me to be truly amazed. So I don't know if it translates as well through a TV audience. And frankly, once you do a few things on the rope, on the strings or the ropes and the carpet, whatever you want to call it, that I can't think of, I get a little bored. They all loved it. Amazing. Loved it. You always do something different, so strong, said Sharon. Howie and Howard agreed, and it said it was amazing. Next up, the controversial Big Barry. The only one who wants him to go through is Howie. Big Barry cannot sing. He shrieks, and just the thought of having to listen to him again made me write, "Oh Lordy," on my sheet. I swear he sang this song before. It was like, it's a new life, it's a new day. It was not good. There were some models that came out, and this is when the fighting began. Howard mentioned that my toe has more talent than Barry. I would agree with that. I would say you're right. Howard and Sharon X'd him. He was booed by the crowd, and Howie said if Bob Dylan and the Easter Bunny had a baby, it would be Big Barry. He thinks it should be a novelty act, and that's when the show broke down. Howard said, "Apologize to the audience, Howie, for putting this act through when there could be so many others on stage with more talent than Barry." Well, Howie wasn't going to apologize, and they went into commercial break not being very happy with each other. He compared it to last year when Howie put those little people through, and peers hated them, and he just liked it because it tortured people. Howie did. Yeah, I think that's why he put Big Barry through. Okay, the fight continued, but stopped for a brief moment to listen to Tom Cotter, the comedian. This guy is awesome. If he came to town, I'd go buy tickets to watch him. He has joke after joke after joke. He knew how to do it with the audience. He only had a little bit of time, and he made me laugh. His jokes were all based on popular English sayings that you say and never really think about. So funny. All three of them loved him, said he deserved to be in the finals and win the entire thing. I agree. 11, Act 11 was Ben Black and his crossbow. This is the guy that reminds me of a cross between Tom Cruise and Criss Angel. He's got these piercing blue eyes and this kind of look to him. So he shoots arrows at things, and he was behind the judges. He shot big balloons, shot some balloons around a lady. I like it, but I don't love it. So they liked it. Talent, new tricks, exciting, great to watch. And our final act was Tim Hockenberry. He's a singer that sounds like Joe Cocker. He has an amazing voice. He sang a song called Part of Me. So he switched it up, Howie liked that. Sharon said he had great emotion. And Howard said, that wasn't your best. I liked your other two performances better. Ouch! So, who will get through? Oh, people, this is a tight one. Now, I'll wear my silver hat, sequined hat tomorrow if I get 'em right, but I think I might be going down in flames. First of all, I know Tom Cotter, the comedian's going to get through. Not a problem. One of the best acts of the night, for sure. Turf will get through based on emotionality, if that's even a word. Right through. No problem. Here's my problem. There's 3 remaining acts that I thought were good, but didn't blow my mind, but I felt that maybe America would vote them through. That would be Danielle, Tim, and Donovan and Rebecca. I'm placing my sequined hat bet on Danielle, the 14-year-old singer, and Tim, the Joe Cocker guy. I'm going to say that American viewers did not quite see the danger in the Donovan-Rebecca act. I might be wrong. I'm feeling a little stressed, but we'll see tomorrow if I am right. So get voting. Make sure my top 4 get in there, and I'll see you tomorrow.